Going for a bit more texture, so whiting, wax medium, a bit of liquid to help it dry quicker, and unbleached titanium oxide for these netted field slugs. Fun fact, liquid and slug slime are both thixotropic. So I've already added some iridescent paint on Dungscape, but what I've noticed is that the object really needs to be textured for it to be visible. So I've added it onto the bird and the butterfly, but really when they're flat, you need to stand at the right angle in relation to the light in order to see that iridescence or structural colour. So I'm adding texture basically to make them slightly 3D so that they will catch the light better, so that the iridescence is more visible when people are looking at the canvas in a gallery or on a wall. So you may have noticed these slugs are mating, and in the middle is the conjoined organs, which are pearlescent. One head is there and the other slug's head is there, and then on the backs is a thing called a mantle, which is like a saddle kind of area, and then they've got those longer tails. I use a knitting needle to put in the pneumostome, that's the breathing hole, and I've done the same thing to the barn swallow and the blowfly and the butterfly. So now I've just got to wait for them to dry before I can crack open my iridescent paint. So I'm using an old paintbrush. When it comes out of the tube, it's pearlescent and slightly gritty, but what I've been doing is mixing it, this is sap green, with a transparent colour and loosening it with liquid, and then it's ready to put on. So here it is going onto the bird. It does look quite messy, but I'm hoping that once this is dry I can really tidy it up. But that's it close up, and stepping back a bit is quite hard to film, but I think you can see the iridescence is definitely working. These are the slugs now, so I still need to wait for these to dry before I can add the iridescent paint. Then after that I did a bit more detail on the bat. It's all feeling really quite bitty at the moment, so that cheered me up, and I just have to trust the process and that I'll be able to make it all a bit more homogeneous later.